Hello. Of course, this is Gerald McPhail. I have a special message today to my family, to my friends, those who know me and maybe associate me with Northeast Community Church. I remember when God spoke to me 1993 as we moved to Georgia, and eventually we started a church. I remember a lot of things from going through cancer and then God telling us to get back to what He called us to do. And today I'm announcing and trying to explain how on this Christian journey we have to continually listen to God. Way back in 1993, God gave me a vision for a church that we have a motto now that says, going to show our love to God and people. A church that would be a diverse, unified group that would show that love. Well, God recently made clear to me that as founding pastor of Northeast Community Church, I was kind of like Moses. And yes, he said, I need to pass it on to Joshua. God has let me know that I've done all I can do. I've taken the church as far as I can take it. Some of you who know me and maybe close around probably know that for a few years I have been struggling because what God has shown me, it seemed to be taking such a long time. I would make adjustments and do all the different kinds of things I could, but He just wanted me to know. Just pass it on. The vision that He's shown me is going to come to pass. So recently, as I made this decision, I've informed the leaders of the church and, of course, then making the public announcement to the church so that everyone can know that verses in the Bible are really true. When God says in Luke, for example, how we must be willing to give up any and everything if we're really going to be disciples of the Lord. I even preached recently about how we have to make major adjustments if we're going to follow Him. Some of you know the story when Jesus was calling His disciples. Some were in a boat, getting ready to go fishing. And He said, you come follow me, and I'll make you fishers of men. You remember that story, don't you? Well, there's something in there that's kind of interesting. When He said that, they immediately dropped what they were doing. They had to adjust in order to follow Him. Man, I might not be a fisherman, commercial fisherman of fish, but God has spoken to me, and I have to drop because it's finished so that I can continue to follow Him. Now, it's interesting because I have no idea exactly what He's going to have me to do. But what I do know is that God has His hands on me and Northeast. The leaders have seen Him at work. The Joshua, I believe, is identified. And the church is going to move on to greater things. What I want my family to know is continue to pray for us, that we would continue to do what God has called us to do, even as we find out from God. But what I do know is that I will not pastor another church. I'm not going to start a church. I'm not going to go and find a church so that I can pastor. But I am going to be who God called me to be. Now, I'm putting this on YouTube or somewhere because I know a lot of people will probably want to ask me, what happened? Why are you resigning? You found that church. You put 18 years into that ministry. And the answer is, because I want to be obedient to God. So, that is what's being announced. And as of December 31st, 2011, I will no longer be pastor at Northeast Community Church. Somebody was joking the other day. I guess they wanted to have a sad face. But I don't think I'm dying. We are still here. Anyway, thank you for your prayers and your support as you looked at us sojourn over these years doing what God has called us to do. And I solicit your continual prayers. God bless you.